What's going on, traders? Few things to talk about. We're going to talk about the SPY, triple Qs, and what institutions are doing when it comes to the SPY. Before we start, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Let's get into the video. So right now we're looking at the SPY daily time frame, and in our last video we talked about a dead cat bounce. It didn't take a rocket scientist to point this out. It didn't even take a YouTuber to tell you this. I'm pretty sure you guys knew or had an idea that this was going to happen. And behold, we got our dead cat bounce towards the upside. And so the question is, are we going to reject from here or are we going to continue towards the upside? Well, your key level here is about 633. You managed to break above 633, you're heading towards 635, 637. But as long as you stay below 640, it is very much possible that you create a lower high from here, right? 640 being your previous all time highs. So either we reject from here or we head a little bit higher and reject somewhere between 637 and 640. So that is something you want to pay attention to. Now the question is, can we potentially make all-time highs all over again? I'm not yet counting on it. Is it possible? Yes, but I'm not quite there yet. Okay. I'm just not there, guys. All right. That's just me being honest. So right now, I'm leaning towards a lower high scenario before continuing back towards the downside and possibly heading towards 613, 608. Lows we're looking at is about 600, this gap fill right here, right? So key levels to the downside goes without saying. We talked about this almost every single video: 620, 618, 613. Once you get to 613, there is potential for a bounce from here. But if you can't hold 613, then you are heading towards 608. You break below 608, you're heading towards 600, which is your major psych level and your gap fill towards the downside. Now, interesting enough, if we look at quant data here, right, this morning, we saw institutions loading up on puts. We saw 597 puts for September 19th, right, with a premium of 2.08 million. We saw more puts for August 15th, 622 strike with a 2.45 million premium, right? And we even saw more 597 strike puts not only for September 19th, but also for August 15th. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if and when these play out. All right, keyword being if. Now, I want to remind you guys, this is not me. Okay, these are not me. Right, for you guys who are like, oh, you got cooked. Like, this is not me. Okay, these are, I don't know who these are. These are whales, institutions, maybe somebody on Wall Street with a lot of money. I don't know. All right. Doesn't necessarily mean they are always right. Okay. Whales definitely lose trades as well, but it is something you want to keep in mind. So feel free to screenshot, do what you got to do. I'm just the messenger. All right. Don't shoot the messenger, guy. All right. So if we go back to the triple Qs, right? If we're looking at the triple Q's daily time frame, again, we're looking at some key levels here, 566 being your major level. As long as you stay below 575, which is your previous highs, it's very much possible that you're going to create a lower high from here, right? Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or anything like that. I don't know when it's going to happen. My best guess is maybe Thursday, since Trump extended tariffs to Thursday, August 7th over the weekend. So we'll see, right? And if Thursday is anything like we just saw on Friday, then it's very much possible that we are going to reject towards the downside come Thursday or somewhere around Thursday. All right. Not guaranteeing it. I'm just saying be on the lookout Thursday. Okay. Now, if we are going to head towards the upside, as long as we stay below 575, again, it's safe to assume that we could potentially create some type of lower high from here, right? Whether it happens immediately, whether it happens closer to Thursday, whether it happens beyond Thursday, can't say for sure, but it is something you want to keep in mind. Now, if we are going to head higher, then obviously we need to break above highs around 575 before making all-time highs all over again. Key levels to the downside, 550. As you guys can see here, this is your major zone right here. We had a clean bounce off that 550 area before heading back towards the upside and filling this gap at around 565, 566. If we manage to give up 550, then chances are we're heading towards 540, between 540, 537. Lowest we're looking at, if we break below 537, is around 532, 530 gap fills. That's what we're looking at for the triple Qs. And that's pretty much the video, guys. Bitcoin clean bounce off that 112K level that we talked about. I've been saying multiple times that, hey, Bitcoin at some point in time needs to retest 112K. We finally got there. What Bitcoin does from here is tough to say. We either going to create a lower high from here or we head back towards the high 120K, possibly even 125K. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I would need more confirmation to see what happens, but I would definitely keep you guys posted. Other than that, that's the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think those spy puts that we saw quant data on order flow is going to play out? Right? Do you think a correction is going to happen? Oh, I completely forgot. I'm so sorry. Triple Qs, right? So if we go back in time on the triple Qs, again, I apologize. You go back in 2024, July 2024, all the way into about August, end of August, right? you had this bearish engulfing candle before seeing a massive correction towards the downside. Now, you did get a few days, about 2, 3 days to the upside here, but ultimately you ended up tanking towards the downside in 2024. We go further back in 2023, July, heading all the way into September, actually all the way into October, leading into November, which November is notoriously the most bullish month out the year. But you did get some major downside, but before you got that downside, you saw a few days to a week of consolidation and even a little bit of upside, creating a lower high before tanking back towards the downside. So this is something you want to keep in mind. I'm not saying it has to repeat today or anything like that. I'm just simply pointing out to you guys, do what you want with this information. All right, so that's the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And until the next video, traders, have a good one.